Close your eyes and imagine this. It's 1992, and the world of late-night television is about to implode. Johnny Carson, the undisputed king of The Tonight Show, is stepping down after 3 decades of charming America. The question on everyone's lips: who will inherit his throne? David Letterman, Carson's sharp-witted protege, seems destined for the crown. But in a gut-wrenching twist that shocked the nation, NBC hands the keys to Jay Leno, a likable but less revered comic. The fallout? A bitter, 30-year feud that tore apart friendships, divided fans, and ignited a late-night war that still echoes today. Now, in 2025, Jay Leno is on his knees, begging for peace, but David Letterman's icy silence speaks louder than words. What sparked this epic clash of comedy titans, and can their wounds ever heal? Leno's desperate cry for reconciliation. Fast forward to May 27, 2025. The setting: a dimly lit studio for Club Random with Bill Maher. Jay Leno, now 75, leans back in his chair, his trademark grin masking a flicker of pain. The conversation turns to his old rival, David Letterman, and Leno drops a bombshell that sets the internet ablaze. "I'd love to wipe the slate clean with Dave," he says, his voice heavy with regret. "But he's a quirky guy, you know? I don't think he's interested." The words hang in the air like a plea for mercy. Within hours, X and Reddit are buzzing with reactions. Fans dissect every syllable. Is Leno genuinely remorseful, or is this a calculated move to polish his legacy? And why is Letterman, now 78 and living like a hermit in upstate New York, refusing to respond? This isn't just a personal spat, it's a seismic event in entertainment history. For 3 decades, Leno and Letterman's rivalry defined late-night TV, pitting The Tonight Show against Late Show in a battle for ratings, relevance, and the soul of comedy. Leno's plea has ripped open old scars, forcing fans to pick sides and sparking a heated debate. Can these two legends ever bury the hatchet? Or is this feud destined to outlive them both? A feud born in betrayal. Let's rewind to the 1980s, when late-night TV was a simpler place. Picture a smoky comedy club in New York. Jay Leno, the affable stand-up with a knack for crowd-pleasing gags, is cracking jokes alongside David Letterman, the sardonic genius behind NBC's Late Night. They're not just colleagues, they're friends. "Dave used to write jokes for me," Leno recalled on Club Random, a wistful smile crossing his face. "We'd hang out, swap stories, laugh till dawn." But that camaraderie was about to be shattered. In 1992, Johnny Carson, the godfather of late night, announced his retirement from The Tonight Show. The stakes couldn't have been higher. Carson, a cultural icon, had handpicked Letterman as his spiritual successor. Dave's edgy, irreverent humor had already made late night a hit with younger audiences. Johnny loved Dave, a former NBC producer later revealed. He saw him as the future. But NBC's executives had other plans. Fearing Letterman's biting what was too risky for mainstream America, they turned to Leno, whose safe, everyman charm promised higher ratings. The decision hit like a thunderbolt. Letterman was devastated. He was seething with unhappiness, a close friend told Vanity Fair. Humiliated and betrayed, Dave bolted from NBC to launch Late Show on CBS, setting the stage for the late-night wars. From 1993 onward, Leno's Tonight Show and Letterman's Late Show went head-to-head at 11:35 p.m., splitting audiences and dominating headlines. Tabloids dubbed it the Battle of the Hosts. Ratings became a blood sport, with each man's legacy on the line. "It was brutal," said a former NBC insider. Dave saw Jay as the guy who stole his dream. Jay became the villain in Dave's story. Leno didn't sit idly by. He tried to mend the rift. In 2000, when Letterman underwent emergency heart surgery, Leno sent flowers and a heartfelt note. No response. In 2009, when Letterman was embroiled in a sordid blackmail scandal involving an affair, Leno picked up the phone to offer support. Silence. "I don't know what I did wrong," Leno told Maher, his voice cracking. "Dave just shut me out." The media frenzy erupted. Variety screamed, "The feud that refuses to die." The New York Post ran a scathing headline: "Leno begs, Letterman ignores." Social media was a battlefield. On X, one user posted, "Jay's trying to make peace, but Dave's too stubborn. Let it go, man." A Reddit thread exploded with 2,000 comments, with users debating, is Letterman holding a grudge, or is Leno playing the victim card? Fans were divided. "Jay's the bigger man here," one X user wrote. "Dave needs to get over it." But others rallied behind Letterman. "Dave got screwed in '92, another posted. "He doesn't owe Jay a damn thing." The drama spilled onto talk shows, with comedians like Jimmy Kimmel weighing in. "Dave's always been a lone wolf," Kimmel said on his show. "He doesn't do forgiveness." A rivalry steeped in pain and pride. This feud runs deeper than a TV gig. It's a clash of egos, loyalties, and broken dreams. Letterman, known for his prickly, introspective nature, never forgave NBC or Leno for the 1992 snub. He idolized Carson, who saw Dave as his heir apparent. Being passed over wasn't just a career setback, it was a personal betrayal. Dave took it hard, a former Late Show writer said. He felt Jay didn't fight for him, didn't step aside. On air, Letterman's jabs at Leno were merciless. In 2010, when Leno reclaimed The Tonight Show after Conan O'Brien's short-lived tenure, Letterman unleashed a scathing monologue. "Jay's back at NBC, sharpening his knife for the next guy." The audience roared, but the wound was clear. Leno wasn't blameless, though. His nice guy persona masked a ruthless streak. In 2010, he agreed to appear on Jimmy Kimmel Live during the Conan debacle, only to let Kimmel roast him on air. "What's it like to be a backstabber, Jay?" Kimmel quipped. Leno took it on the chin, later calling it "my mistake." But the move alienated peers and painted him as spineless. "I should have said no," Leno admitted to Mar. "I thought I could take the hit." Both men's legacies are monumental yet tangled. Letterman's innovative, boundary-pushing style reshaped comedy, inspiring modern hosts like Stephen Colbert and John Oliver. Leno's wholesome humor kept The Tonight Show #1 for 17 years, cementing his place as a ratings juggernaut. But their feud has cast a shadow. Since retiring, Letterman in 2015, Leno in 2014, their paths have diverged. Leno stays busy, hosting Jay Leno's Garage and performing stand-up. Letterman, meanwhile, has vanished into seclusion, granting rare interviews and shunning the spotlight. "Dave's done with fame," a CBS insider said. "He's not interested in revisiting old battles." A relatable, emotional take. "Here's where I stand. Leno's plea feels raw and real, but it's also suspiciously timed. Why now, after 30 years? Is he genuinely seeking closure? Or is he trying to clean up his image as the nice guy who got a raw deal? I lean toward believing him. Nobody carries that kind of regret for show."